So we were so excited and thrilled when the enhancement grants became available to us. For us, the importance of having them is we had a new facility added our infant toddler building here. And so the expense of all that, and we were not able to really provide the extras or the enrichment pieces we wanted here at the center. And so when the enhancement grants came by, we basically have spent most of the monies, I think it's for 3 years now, I believe, that we've gotten funds, or maybe more. We have really put it into our infant toddler facility. We've got them play equipment, curriculum, and things they would not be able to have if it wasn't for those grants. Well, as you know, the brain grows so quickly, ages 0 to 3. It's incredible, and the connections made, brain connections, synapses are just at its peak in those early years. And what we were finding, we were looking through and we were having a hard time finding curriculum for these littles. And so we did come across Frog Street, and they have a lot of the things we were looking for. We actually use it as a guide, and it really helps our teachers to kind of be able, they track where they are, and they can add creative ideas to what Frog Street provides as well. It came with all kinds of books. It came with supplies, toys, those kind of things. So a lot of 0 to 3-year-olds do not have access to curriculum. And so for us, it was a blessing in disguise, and it really helps our teachers because we feel like you can learn at every age. And sometimes the littles are neglected, but this is when their brain's growing the most. Well, as you know, STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math, and all put together. And we actually, across our center through preschool as well, you'll see we have centers and those kind of things, because the children need to think about how things go together. And so when you have something like we showed you our magnetic tiles, not only are they putting things together, they are designing how they're going. And so to get them at an early age to be able to think in that way, mathematical, and then also how to construct something, and the science of it, of measuring, the math, all of that together is just a great opportunity to help develop those skills with the littles. Well, we were so happy to be able to purchase some tumble mats and also parachutes for our children here at King's Daughters. And the reason we made those purchases is because gross motor skills is part of a developmental milestone. They also set the stage for them in coordination and balance and all those things, but also like with the parachute, that promotes team and working together. So those social skills as well. And we don't use just the tumble mats or parachutes just on off days. They're available if the children want to use them, and the teachers are up to it at any given time. But gross motor, just think about it. You know, children go from crawling to walking, and guess what? Especially the little ones we have over here with the infant toddlers, they're practicing balancing. They're practicing, you know, being able to stand up straight. They're practicing being able to walk. And so that's why it's just so important. Well, with the enhancement grant for this particular year, we were able to enrich and add to our existing playground some actually dramatic play / equipment, you know, climbing equipment that has been such a hit. The kids love it. We were able to buy a fire truck, a mail truck, and a school bus. And they pretend, they climb, they use it as jungle gyms, but they always also do imaginary play and pretend that they're actually firemen, firewomen, school bus drivers, and postal service workers. So it was a win-win with that. And I think anything that you can add and that's sustainable, you might need to move it around to a different section of your playground, change it out. But if you can find sustainable pieces like that, it really does enrich the whole playground and the whole setting for the children. Receiving the grants in the last few years has really given us great opportunity to just make our program better. You know, some of the things we would kind of consider extra, and others may consider extra, but really there's something really needed to improve our program and really to improve the education of the children. And so without some of those grants, we would have not been able to add, you know, parachutes. We'd not have been able to add some additional books, the Frog Street curriculum, the different playground equipment without those grants. Overall, it's not just extra that it bought, but it's enrichment that it bought. I would just like to say thank you for these grants, enhancement grants, and for all the work behind the scenes in Child Care Tennessee, because as someone having so little time to do everything I need to do, it's such a great resource. And I'm able to, you know, just go on there, pretty much find what I need and move on with my day. And also these grants have been life-changing for us here at King's Daughters.